I've seen a lot of content creators talking about how viable Widowmaker is in Overwatch 2 after the nerf. And the common theme was that Widowmaker is dead or Widowmaker is bad, but after all that talk, I would argue that they're wrong, and here's why. The intention behind the nerf, what I believe, was to minimize two things. One, they wanted to prevent the random grapple hook kills from the start of the round on the maps like Junker Queen, by being so far back that you couldn't even be punished from trying doing that. Second, they wanted to be more punishable with the poor positioning / bad aim, and I would say that they succeeded somewhat with this. I did have a question about this, and it was, who was this nerf for? After thinking for a while, I'd say that this nerf was more to stop the casual Widowmaker players that doesn't really go all in on her. A lot of quote-unquote Widowmaker mains that played her before kind of stopped because of this nerf, and I would say it's kind of healthy and kind of nice in a way too, at least for me. Well, I'm just happy that I'm gonna be able to play Widowmaker more and not be as often afraid that someone's gonna pick her before me. That's all. This in one way making the lower bracket more happy to not see her as often, but also hitting them in the face, cause if you're somewhat good with Widowmaker, this could be a potential buff. And I know, a lot of you gotta be like, hey Paceit, what the fuck are you talking about, man? There's no way this nerf is a buff for Widowmaker. And by being able to play Widowmaker now during the season 5, let me explain. So thanks to all these nerfs on her, I would argue for the people who play in low diamond and lower, this could be in somewhat of a hidden buff. I know it's weird to say that the nerf could be a buff, but here's my reasoning. Since the nerf, I've noticed that more people have been positioning themselves in the open way more often. In one way, disrespecting what a Widowmaker could do against that, which is one of her strong suits. It has also become a lot easier to kill people thanks to that, because they're more ballsy and kind of misposition themselves as if we are not able to punish them as much. And oh boy, they are wrong, because the second you are more ballsy and going up in the open and think, there's no way she will kill me, that is the moment when you're dead. As long as you can hit the shot. I mean, if you're a bad Widowmaker, you're bad, but I'm assuming you're gonna be able to hit 1 or 2 shots. So, if you think that Widowmaker is no longer viable, I would say that she's still pretty strong, but keep in mind that also it's being more of a diving meta, which makes her a lot harder to play because you need to be more careful. But because Winston is now an S tier tank and we see more of a dive comp again, that is stronger than the last season, in my opinion, you gotta be more careful, especially when you don't have the same range as you had before. Keep in mind that you don't always have to be aggressive to be able to do your part. Keep in mind, keep your hook to be as safe as possible. That is a good tip to remember. Your grapple hook is not always for engage. I would say rather for disengage than engagements or repositioning. But I'm also kind of happy to see that in nerfing Widowmaker in a one way, but absolutely not killing her at the same time. So I think it's, in a one way, a pretty healthy way to nerf Widowmaker. But what do you guys think? Do you think she is bad now and you can't even play her anymore? How many of you guys do main her, or how many people are maining Hanzo instead? I'm a person who plays both of them. If you haven't noticed, I mean, I have a lot of videos where I play both Hanzo and Widowmaker. I recommend that you guys check the videos out. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to press that like button, subscribe, and all that beautiful things. I hope we can reach 1,000 followers. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in. As always, follow me on Kick, because I stream there pretty often, and all that stuff. Take care.